Welcome everyone. This presentation will illustrate TPL Estimate's powerful and agile bid closing. We are now going to go to the bid closing section of TPL Estimate, and on the left we'll click on the bid closing icon. Each time you go to the bid closing, the system will ask if you want to start the project verification. Click Yes. The system will then open a window on the right that shows all the inconsistencies in your project. You can then click to expand and see exactly what those inconsistencies are. Over here is your cost distribution structure. This is a summary of your costs, direct, indirect, total, and at the bottom you have your cost of labor detail showing your direct hours, indirect hours, and even your overtime. The next step is the scenario configuration. Click the tab at the top and it brings you to the configuration page. This is where you add your insurance and bond, either linearly or scaled, as well as your administration and profits. This is where you determine the amount of profit to apply to your project. It can either be done globally, individually, with a percentage or a dollar amount. The next step is the scenario adjustment. Click the tab here, and this is where you finalize the project costs. On the top left is a summary of the previous page. On the top right is a cost breakdown by type, direct, indirect, profit. On the bottom, this displays your line items. And the final price and the final amount will be the final two amounts that you use for your bid. There are many adjustments that can be made at this point. Rounding, final price, final amount. Let's do some rounding. And today, we're going to round to the nearest unit. You can adjust individual line items, but for today's purposes, I'll select them all. Click Adjust, and the system immediately configures the adjustments and the difference shows in the adjustment column. Another adjustment feature is the ability to adjust the final price of a line item and distribute it across all other items or just a few. Select Final Price. Factor column opens. Add the amount that you want to adjust in the factor column. Select the items that you'd like to distribute the amount over, and click Adjust. The amount is spread over those line items alone without affecting any of the other line items, and the difference is shown again in the adjustment column. Bid closing easily allows you to customize your price the way you want it, subtract or add to any line item. All adjustments and activities are logged in the history of the software. Click on the History tab, and it brings you to the History page, which shows each activity and the effect it had on the project. As well, it shows who did the activity and when with a timestamp. As well, you can expand and see exactly what you did and how it affected the project. When you win the bid, you'll be able to go back and know exactly what you did, when you did it, and why. With TPL Estimate's capabilities, you can easily create an infinite amount of bid scenarios to easily and quickly measure, verify, and finalize your estimate. This was TPL Estimate Bid Closing. Thanks for watching.